Hi, hello, it's Leilani from the Bible in 1 Year. I hope you are doing well this morning as we are reading through the book of Ezekiel, chapter 17. And today I want to start us off with a short story that I just heard recently. That when God created the fish, he spoke to the sea. When God created the trees, he spoke to the soil. But when God created human beings, he spoke to himself. And when a fish is out of water, it dies. When a tree is out of the ground, it dies. And unfortunately, when a human being is separated from God, we die. I do believe that this speaks of the longing that God has to have a covenant with us, to have a relationship with us. We are called to be in fellowship with him. And when we step out of this covenant, we step into disaster. And I think this short story really links to today's chapter. God asks Ezekiel to pose a riddle and to speak a parable to the house of Israel. Now, a riddle makes us think, and a parable helps us to remember. But I'm not very good with riddles, but thank goodness Ezekiel explained it to us. But unfortunately, I can't read the whole chapter because of a time limit, but I do hope that you go and read it by yourself. Now in verses 3 to 6, we read the first parable of a great eagle. And verses 7 to 8, we read about the second eagle. Now, the way Ezekiel explained it to us is that the first eagle is the king of Babylon. Now, Lebanon represents Jerusalem. The highest branch represents Jehoiachin, king of Judah. And the seed and the vine represents the king's offspring, Zedekiah. Now the first eagle, which is the king of Babylon, made a covenant with Zedekiah. But Zedekiah was a covenant breaker who ignored the promises of loyalty that he made with Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon. And God expected Zedekiah to be loyal to the covenant that he made. But when he didn't, he would be punished for it. And Zedekiah was punished when he died in Babylon. Now, I do believe that God honors those who keep their word and who keeps their covenant, not only to God, but also to our fellow brethren. Ecclesiastes 5 verse 2 says, "Do not be quick with your mouth. Do not be hasty in your heart to utter anything before God. God is in heaven and you are on earth, so let your words be few." And I think it basically says it's better to keep quiet than to make a vow and to make a commitment and not fulfill it. And I think that this is a lesson to each one of us today, to let our yes be our yes and our no be our no, and not allow situations to break the covenant that we keep with each other, but also the covenant that we keep with God. I hope that you will be blessed until we read together next week again. Goodbye.